We work hard, we play hard. We are gamerpreneurs. Individuals who have chosen to give up the security of a 9-to-5 in favor of getting to set our own hours, of doing the work that we want to do, and we refuse to give up the hobby that we grew up with in order to, quote, grow up. We have learned countless laws of life and sales from the games that we play, and we excel in everything we do. We see the wonder and glory in every interaction. We fit in awkwardly with the rest of the world because they don't understand our quirkiness, and we wear it as a badge of pride. We are focused, clear, and know what we want. We are gamerpreneurs, and we are taking over the world. Hey there, everybody. I'm Dr. Bradford Carlton. Welcome back to the Gamerpreneur. Today, I have a very special guest today with us to discuss a little bit about his stream and about himself. I would like to introduce you all to BillyTheJackal. Say hi, Billy.
Hi, how's it going?
It's going pretty good today. It's a beautiful day. I'm in sunny Las Vegas. How about yourself?
It's a little bit cooler out here in the Midwest, but glad it's warm where you are.
I did 9 years in Ohio. I understand Midwest weather. I think it's snowing out there right now. If I can never see another flake of snow again, I'd just be thrilled.
I understand.
All right, so can you tell us a little bit about yourself? BillyTheJackal, who are you?
I am just a gaming enthusiast and hobby streamer. I think it's neat. I used to play like World of Warcraft, like around 2007, and like at that time, I had my buddies online, and I could like hang out with them. And then but outside of like that environment, I didn't want anybody to know that I was playing these games and stuff. It just didn't seem like socially acceptable, and now it just seems to be the opposite of that.
All right. Now, what server are you on? I was Mugfall.
I haven't played since I came back to that game around 2015, so I haven't gotten into the Legion and the new stuff. I hear there's a new one coming now.
I played Vanilla, Burning Crusade, Wrath, and then I kind of quit at Wrath in order to go to law school, but I kind of played here and there a little bit, and it just kind of sputtered out. I got a family, a kid, you know how it goes.
Yeah.
All right, so I want to just kind of start this interview off real fun. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how weird are you?
I'm like a 7. I'm pretty weird, but I'm not like more than that weird.
All right, what does that mean?
Well, I mean, if I was a 10, then I'd be sitting here with like a plunger on my head, and it just would be insanity. But I'm not that crazy, but I'm, compared to a normal person, pretty eccentric, I guess.
All right, I love it. All right, so the Gamerpreneur is all about the melding of business and gaming, because my background was I am a business development coach and consultant, and I've had this love of gaming my whole life, but I kind of verged off from gaming for a little while and kind of decided I wanted to come back, and I realized all these gamers over here have no idea how business works. So let me kind of just get some background on you, and then we're going to talk about the business side of it, all right? So,
Yes.
how did you first get started as a streamer? Can you kind of talk me through that?
Yeah, back around 2011, I played this game called Entropia Universe that almost nobody's heard about, but people that know it are really into it. And so some of the avatar stars were like very popular type of people, like John Jacobs and Star Mercury, and so I watched some of these guys' streams, and they would be playing other games, like not just this initial game. And like I remember Star was playing StarCraft 2, and and I'm like, oh, so you can like get to know the person and watch them playing whichever game they're into at the moment.
Okay. Did you always assume that you'd be playing video games kind of live for people, or is this kind of just something that today you're still shocked that you're doing it?
I got really excited about like to think that people would like see me playing a game, and like that would be cool. It's like my nephew sees that and he's like, wow, that's so awesome. Like a kid to understand like that somebody's playing a game and like everyone's watching them and like cheering them on. Like, of course, I've been very excited about that at different times along the way, and it's certain there's always new stuff coming along.
All right. So I know when I was growing up, my parents told me over and over and over again, you can't make a living playing video games. Like you're never going to have a future doing it. Was it obvious to you that you kind of wanted to go a video game path in your life?
Um, I've been in sales. You can just apply that to the video game thing, and you want to like stand out. Everybody wants to sometimes be a star, whether it be at work or in the gaming world. So wanting to be a star and have that be like, and then you know, my battery's low on my headset. I apologize. These days, like the communications are different. You don't have to like be involved with some kind of Hollywood network to get in front of people. We can all get in front of people just from wherever we are. So then it's just the best ones that get traction.
All right. So with your stream, what kind of unique skills do you think that you have that are helping you be successful?
Well, I had a realistic scope. I mean, if nobody's watching me for 2 hours, some of these kids just get frustrated and literally quit. And to me, like, I think I'm gonna be big, but like as far I just need to like play out the things that I know about streamers and streaming, and even though I'm not like super famous right now, I think when I apply myself, really anything's possible. You just kind of like as you're sitting there the 2 hours, learn about it. And what I do that makes me different is I watch other streamers. I watch and not just the big streamers. I watch big streamers and small streamers, and I learn and I see what is going on with the dynamics of what's going on and apply that to myself. And I think that's really going to make me stand out.
Okay. Do you have any resources that you use that you would say have helped you on your journey?
Um, Resources. I mean, just the internet at our fingertips is a great resource. I mean, it gets you right in front of people. You can directly start talking to people. Um, I don't can't think of any like specific sites or anything I'd like to plug, but I just look stuff up on the internet all the time.
All right, I love it. Okay, now kind of going to the business side of it. What methods are you using to make money? So not necessarily, just subscriptions or donations, but what kind of, is there anything on the side?
Well, I'm still a hobby streamer. I mean, if I was going to make like my move or whatever, I'd be on the phone with investors and trying to monetize in different ways. Currently, I'm just a hobby streamer, and I just try to get in front of people naturally. And I kind of am staying small at the moment. Just I have other endeavors, but this is very important to me, and I'm going to make my move. I need also that to be a time where I'm really dedicated to what I'm doing and really put forth the effort as well.
Wonderful. Is there anything you wish you had known when you first started that would probably have moved you along farther than you are now?
Um, Things that I would have known. I mean, obviously, as I'm learning every day, I think just taking it for what it is. I mean, even if I just hang out with a couple people and I'm playing the games, interacting with a few people, that's what's really fun to me. So really becoming like successful is just like expanding that to a bigger audience.
Okay. Would you have any advice for someone who's just considering starting? I don't have a stream yet, but I'm considering
Absolutely.
starting. What kind of advice would you give someone like
Well,
me?
I would say what you do is get a few buddies and always be making friends with small streamers, and like you make a good friend, say, hey, if I watch your stream, would you maybe check out my stream? We'll do that with several people, and then just always be kind of mini marketing like that. And then when you figure out where to place yourself where people will see the little things that are going on that are valuable, then everyone will want to become a part of it, and then you'll grow.
Fantastic. Okay. So if you could do anything in the world other than streaming, what would you be doing?
Oh, well, I considered a career in law, but I don't have an interest in legal consulting at the moment. Even when I was younger, I kind of did. So,
So I
uh,
was a business law
lawyer.
attorney for 6 years. I did some criminal
Awesome.
law. I did some family law. I don't recommend it.
Fair.
I'd rather play video games.
Mhm.
All right. So I really appreciate you talking about your stream. Now, kind of like, let's move on beyond the stream and kind of just talk about you as a gamer. What led you to play video games in the first place?
I mean, I just remember being very young, and we had a Nintendo, and we would It was totally different. We had Blockbuster and we'd rent a Nintendo from Blockbuster. I mean, none of those things exist anymore. But we get together with the family, and back then it was just your family and immediate friends. You want your buddy to come over and play the video games, and we still do that, but it's just usually online.
Sure. Are there any games or updates you're looking for that are coming out sometime soon?
I love games. I mean, I know Red Dead Redemption 2 just came out for PC. I haven't quite picked that up yet, but I'm going to very soon. Maybe a Black Friday deal will come up for that.
Okay.
And I'm excited about that one.
All right. What would you say your favorite game of all time is? I love asking this question.
I'd have to say Grand Theft Auto.
First one?
Even though
Or
it just whichever one. I don't even have like a specific one. It's just you play through whatever one is available. And just even though it's a little bit violent, the kids, it's a fictional world, and as long as you don't like get lost and like want to like steal something because of I mean, like, people say that, but I've also read studies that the game won't make people act like inappropriate outside of the game. It's just a game to me. Like, I watch a scary movie and it's a movie. It's the same thing. So I just really like Grand Theft Auto.
all right. Now, here's an interesting one. If you could be any video game character, who would you be?
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Why is that?
Well, he's really fast, and he can, even though he's a mammal, he can beat up giant robots. So, and all he has to do is start spinning, and then he can just destroy whatever's in front of him.
All right. Do you have a favorite soundtrack or sound effect from any game?
The soundtrack.
I think we lost you. I can't hear you anymore, friend. Yeah, I think your headphones died there. Let's see. If I hear you, I'll let you know.
Get me back.
Oh, a little bit.
Hello.
Hi there. You're.
Sorry. That's not good. Okay, how about now?
Yeah. Okay, we can hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. I did everything except charge the headset today. I apologize. And then as far as soundtracks go, even the Grand Theft Auto games, they put like all these big hits from the past and like all this cool music into it. So I think Grand Theft Auto has the coolest soundtrack for sure.
Okay. So that's kind of you as a gamer. You're Billy the Jackal, but as a person. So not just the kind of the persona, but as the person. And I'm not going to reveal your name here, but what's something that you
Austin
failed at? Because kind of we learn the most from our failures as opposed to what we accomplish. So, what's the thing you failed at?
Well, I failed at different things. I failed at helping others as much as I'd like to. Like, I always think people should go out and lend a hand to folks, and I think I failed at not using just even an insignificant amount of my time to do something for somebody else and more.
And what would you say you're not necessarily good at that you could probably use improvement in?
Well, certainly there's a lot of things that I'm not that good at playing music. I like to play music, and I'm just not very good. So I think music.
Okay. And I ask those questions not necessarily to put you on the spot, but really to kind of let people know that it's okay not to be 100% perfect. You can still try stuff. You can be a streamer. You can do whatever you want. It doesn't matter if you're not good at certain other things. But let's kind of go back a little bit more to your stream itself. Billy the Jackal, that's your stream.
Yes.
And what's something that people seem to misunderstand about what it is what they're seeing when you're playing?
Billy, what do they misunderstand? I mean, people come in the stream when you're a small streamer. Unfortunately, people sometimes just want to come in and cause a problem. And excuse me. Then they do that with big streamers as well. They'll have like all these people come in and they have to have mods just banning them all the time. So I think just like not. I just don't have as much of a continuous base as I'd like to. It's always changing. I think once I can have a solid core, then I'll know what to expect more consistently.
Okay. What would you say the worst trolling you've ever received was?
They said I was old.
Okay, and what would you say the best compliment you've ever received was?
People say, "Oh, hey, I really like the way you're talking to us on the stream." They'll even say, "Hey, I think you can be really good at this game. I want to help you out." Like, this is like people in the chat and stuff. They want to be part of it. So stuff like that's positive.
Okay. Now you've mentioned you're a small streamer and that there's a community of small streamers. Can you kind of tell us a little bit about the community? What's that like dealing with other small streamers? Are you like all friends or?
Well, the community, like I have a few other friends. It's kind of hard when it's just your close friends to kind of bring everybody together at the same time. So what happens is, like, I stream like.
I think we lost you again.
Oh no.
So while you're figuring that out.
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. You just have to talk a little louder, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. I apologize. So we were saying, so it's just hard to get your close group of friends online, like all in the same place at the same time. So when you're streaming at the same time every day, you'll get a couple people and they'll enjoy coming in after work or at the same type of day, and they'll want to come right back into it and do the same hanging out that they were doing before. So that's like the little taste of a community that I've gotten thus far.
Okay. What kinds of social media do you use? How do you generally promote yourself?
I try to use every form of social media possible. Instagram is real big to me. And then, of course, you put your Twitch like on the Instagram so people know that you're doing that. And then, when they see your stuff, they'll go on there, go over to follow your Twitch, check you out. And then that's one way to get attention. Instagram is probably the biggest one, even bigger than Facebook. Although, I use like a Facebook page for BillyTheJackal. My personal friends kind of interact the most on that. And I am on LinkedIn. Professional networking is the best on that. As far as exposure, I think Instagram is going to get you in front of more people, as well as Twitter. And a lot of people have it. That's one of the things that continued me going with all this is people getting like a video game thing on Twitter and everybody's connecting on Twitter and Instagram. I tried to stream on Twitter Periscope one time, and I don't think that yielded any kind of results. But I've streamed on Mixer as well. I like Twitch. I'm a Twitch affiliate, and those social medias that I've mentioned are the ones that I think are the best usage of time.
All right. Now, if people want to follow you, to find you on these socials, what's your handle?
BillyTheJackal. That is, it's BillyTheJackal. My Instagram, I have RWTP on there. I have to mention Run with the Pack. Of course, I'm a jackal, like a dog theme. So I have the Pack as my gaming group, and we even have like a little section of officers and whatnot. I haven't looked at that in a while. But so RWTP is on my Instagram, and then across everything else is just BillyTheJackal.
All right. Wonderful. Now, is there anything else you'd like to tell us before we wrap this up?
Oh, thanks for spending some time to speak with me. I really appreciate it. Thank you for coming up with these fantastic questions, so I can express things that I always kind of want to come together.
All right. Well, I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much, BillyTheJackal. Everybody, you need to check him out on Twitch, check him out on Twitter and Instagram and LinkedIn. That's how I found him, on LinkedIn. So, everybody, thanks so much. And I'm really looking forward to checking out your stream some more.
Absolutely.
All right. You all take it easy.
Thank you.
Hey, if you like this podcast, I'd love to invite you to check out a little bit more about me, Dr. Bradford Carlton, Gamerpreneur. If you go to my website, www.thegamerpreneur.com/bonus, I'm going to give you a free copy of my book, The Warcraft of Business, where I explain my history in both gaming and business and how I brought the two together in order to create some very successful companies and help a lot of people. And all you got to do is pay for shipping and processing, and I'll send you this book. I absolutely know you're going to love it. All right, you all take it easy.